This is a crisis that needs to be dealt with right now.
$96 billion in unfunded pensions, and we're just days away from the legislative session's end, and still no agreement in sight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Vince Deventry. Chantel is off tonight. It's an issue that's plagued the General Assembly all year, and with new lawmakers poised to take their post come Wednesday, it's a race against the clock to fix the state's pension system. ABC News Channel's Kimberly Howard live at the state capitol for us tonight to tell us on what, if any, progress is being made. Kimberly.
Vince, not much action here at the State House today after the Senate canceled their scheduled session yesterday and legislative lawmakers convened in Chicago. But tomorrow, the House will be meeting here to continue their feat with one major issue on the shelf.
This is a crisis that needs to be dealt with right now.
Words of action on pension reform from Republican and Democratic leaders alike, days before the lame duck session ends for good.
Regardless of party affiliation or regional representation, speaks to the urgency of the matter and our collective willingness to work in the best interests of all Illinois taxpayers.
Illinois taxpayers will shoulder part of that $96 billion burden from unfunded public pensions if an agreement isn't reached.
But I think we're on the eve of collaboration where people of good faith of both parties, Democrat and Republican, House and Senate, come together and do what has to be done for the common good.
Coming together for the common good seems easier now after Speaker of the House Michael Madigan tabled a major squabbling point between party lines, shifting pension costs downstate for public school teachers to local school districts.
Not everyone agrees with all the nuances. We don't know the numbers yet for the bills, but my gut is telling me this is moving it in a really significant direction in regards to getting this thing shored up once and for all.
The talks continue, but there's still issues like cost of living adjustments for employees and retirees, and whether workers should be required to contribute more, all keeping a bill from Quinn's desk. The Democratic governor comparing the monstrous pension problem to that of the fiscal cliff.
It was bipartisan in Washington the other night, and it's going to have to be bipartisan in Illinois in the next few days.
And as we mentioned, the House will be convening here tomorrow to continue with their proposal. Meanwhile, Senate President John Cullerton is still pushing lawmakers to approve the scaled-down version of the pension reform the Senate passed last spring. Live at the state capitol, Kimberly Howard, ABC News Channel.
Thanks, Kimberly. While no agreement was reached in Chicago today, House Speaker Michael Madigan says the meeting allowed the issue's key players to better understand one another's points of view.